Ladies and gentlemen, happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy whatever it is you're celebrating. And if you're not celebrating anything that's on the calendar, how about celebrating that you woke up this morning and you have the technology to hear our voices?
Hear, hear. Yes. Now
Kelvin,
dance around a room with that one time, huh?
That's right. That's right. Kelvin, how you doing today, man?
I am doing absolutely fantastic.
Great.
That's all I got to say about
That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
Short and sweet.
How about you?
I'm doing well. Still got that cold. You can hear it in my voice and my sinuses. You know, I've been pretty good about the mute button with the sniffles and the coughs. So hopefully I continue to be that way so that you don't have to keep pulling your headphones out your ears when you're
or editing the tape. Yeah, excuse me.
That's right.
I guess it's not a tape, is it? Man, I got to catch up with technology. It ain't tape. It's not cassette. Notice I got rid of the ain't right after that because Webster's, well, actually it recognizes it now, but man, the old stuff lingers on, don't it?
Yeah, yes, it sure does.
Which is good because we're here to linger. And we get to see another Christmas.
That's right. So, you know, if you're wondering what to get people for Christmas, you might fill up their soup cupboard. Get some bone broth, get some soup, get 10% off. Go to kettleandfire.com, fill up your box, use code BetterHumanhood, check out for 10% off, and you can send that wherever you want to send it. Heck, you can send it to all your friends. 10% off for everybody. That's kettleandfire.com, kettleandfire.com, code BetterHumanhood at checkout for 10% off. That's
10%.
10%. Let's roll some music. Podcast, where we talk about better humanhood and teach you how to dominate your world. You ready? Here we go. So here we are. We made it another year. We are back to the Christmas season. We are halfway to Leon Day.
Now, that is just bizarre. Yes, we are.
That's how you know.
We're not quite halfway to Leon yet. Oh, no, yes, we are.
Yeah, right. That'll be Christmas Day. We'll be halfway to Leon Day.
Yeah, we are.
And that's how you know I read your newsletter.
Well, there you go. Oh, man. Yeah, it's crazy. I wonder if they know what Leon is. Who could not know? It's even a Hallmark Day now, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
I can't remember.
Well, just spell it backwards. We won't do it for you.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, look. What yeah. So what and you're not a Christmas celebrant.
I am not a Christmas celebrant. In fact,
no, you're not.
In about a 30-hour span, I'll be working like 22 hours or something.
Okay.
On Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. But here's the thing. Somebody looks at you and says, Happy Hanukkah. Somebody looks at you and says, Happy Holidays. Somebody looks at you and says, Merry Christmas. Just say thank you. Like nobody's asking you what's going on in their world. They're wishing you a happy something.
That's right.
They want you to be happy on a day that's on the calendar. Like, I know that Christmas is December 25th. So when you wish me a Merry Christmas, fine, I will have a Merry Wednesday. It's all right. That's what day Christmas is on in 2019, right. Just in case you're listening to this in like 2024 and you're like, Wednesday? What are you talking about?
Well, that is possible. We have longevity, we do.
And at the same time, I know a lot of people who do celebrate Christmas. If you wish them a happy holidays, they get angry because it's like, it's Christmas. Have a happy holidays. What's wrong? Happy. They want you to be happy.
It's a tough life living in a world that has generalists and purists, and God, it's just, my philosophy is I speak intent.
Yeah.
Which is not the case for many people.
Right. And I mean, sometimes you have to read intent, but when somebody says happy something, you don't have to read anything.
Yeah. Happy. Say thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, you know where that came from, don't you?
No, where did that come from?
One of my podcasts. Have you heard about it? Intensity Positive Podcast? I know you think I don't publish it anymore, but no, really, it's there. There's a website. We're going to start populating that sucker a little more soon.
All right, excellent. I look forward to it.
Because that's our better humanhood. I tell you what, that is it, and that's what JKWD is all about. And I am pleased to have spent the last. It's been a full 3 years yet.
Oh yeah.
Podcasting.
This is episode. What is this?
And
5 years here.
You've kept me engaged and busy and thinking, and you keep bringing these guests in that make me reevaluate things and learn more and expand and everything. And whew, man,
yeah, and we got some guests coming up in early 2020. 2020 yes. It doesn't even sound like a real year,
right?
2020
sounds like a vision test.
2020.
Maybe we should change the name.
We'll talk about
that's what we'll do. We'll make it JKWD 2020.
That's right.
Perfect vision for the year. Yeah. I like that.
And we'll talk about what's coming up next week. We'll talk about that. What's coming up and what we've done the last year. What we plan to do for 2020. First, let's talk a little bit about Christmas, shall we? We already talked a little bit about kind of the spirit of wishing people a happy, merry, whatever. And just being engaged. It's interesting. I was in the mall the other day with the baby, and I totally forgot that it was the Christmas season.
Really?
Normally, that's a season that I avoid the malls because people go to malls to shop for Christmas gifts. And it didn't occur to me until I was in the mall that I had found easy parking and wasn't so crowded in there. It seems that the online has got people. If you know what I mean.
A lot of people who are shopping online these days.
Yeah, now I do get a lot of stuff online, but shopping has some. Shopping in a store has something that online doesn't have.
Oh,
and it's browsing. You go to. We've talked about the paradox of choice before.
Yes, sir.
And you go online, and there's just so much to choose from. Yeah, it's hard to get down to it, right? Yeah, if you go even if you were to go to a specific, let's say you want a watch. If you go to a watch retailer, If you know specifically that you want to watch, you go to a watch retailer. There might be hundreds of watches to choose from, and you don't even know where to start. I mean, what do you do? Start in price range? Yeah, if you got kind of a wide budget, then that might call you up a few
More.
thousand
Mm-hmm.
opportunities. But if you go to the store and look at watches, you probably got a couple of hundred that you could narrow it down to. I also like, I'm a books guy.
Mm-hmm. You're a books guy?
Yeah,
Uh,
I love browsing. I go to the library and I judge books by their cover. And I take out a bunch and read. If it doesn't catch me, it doesn't catch me. I can stop. But going to a bookstore, we got a couple of good ones in Savannah. A mix of new and used. We got a couple downtown, and they got rooms that just keep going.
mm-hmm.
And we got the one big chain that's left as well. And it's nice walking in there and browsing around and just, hey, I know I like cookbooks. Let's go to the cookbook section and see what they got. Yeah, you go to the cookbook section on Amazon. Yeah, you got 15,000 choices. Where do you start?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sometimes you need to, and the more you narrow it down, the less possibility of discovery you have.
The more you narrow it down.
Yeah, the less
Okay.
possibility of discovery you have. So, you know, if I'm not sure exactly what I want, but I know I don't want to have to browse through 20,000 books.
Mm-hmm.
If I narrow it down to 600 books, I might have excluded a couple of great ones.
Uh-huh.
So,
But I mean, really, all of those possibilities won't be in the store you go to.
this is true. But, there's, since they're doing the selection instead of me just trying to find on a search term,
Mm-hmm.
there's likely to be a little bit more variety with a little less variety within each subcategory.
I see.
So I might have to, if I'm online, I might have to, to find 5 possibilities in 5 different genres of book. I might have to, play with my keywords, get down to 600 books, scroll through 600 books to find one. Play with my keywords again a couple of times so I get through those 600 or 800 books. Yeah. Meanwhile, if I go to the store, maybe they've got 800 books total in the overall category, but they've got 100 in each of like 8, subsections,
Mm-hmm.
subcategories, and I get a slimmer variety. So, but with a wider array,
And you can touch them.
and I can touch them, which helps sometimes. Helps with books.
There is, honestly, there is.
It helps with books, and it helps with toys too.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know how soft a stuffed animal is until you touch it, because it might look good online, but it might be a scratchy.
That is correct.
Same with a blanket.
Mm-hmm. I like stores. Sometimes, but there. I mean, there's time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I definitely prefer not to shop if I don't have to. At least with men's clothing, they tend to size in inches.
Uh-huh.
So, they might do like a different kind of fit with jeans Like it might be a relaxed fit or a straight fit or whatever. But if you got a 32-inch waist and a 29-inch inseam, you can look for a 32-29 and be pretty sure that it's going to be about a 32-inch waist and a 29-inch inseam.
Correct.
The hips might cut a little differently, whether it's a straight cut or a relaxed cut or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nothing like walking into a store and trying to guess what your size is for that brand. It's like maybe the wife is a 2 in this or a 12 in that. Depending on
do that to
how
women,
they. Yeah, they do. It's, what's that? I don't know.
It is true that if you order something online, you can't try it on.
It's true. Well, you can't try it on before you buy it, but you can. A lot of times you can buy it, try it on, and send it back.
Oh, that's just wasted time.
Yeah, it is. By the time it shows up, sometimes you even forgot you ordered it.
That's it. So you're not shopping, or you are shopping, but you were in the store.
Well, I was in the stores. I wanted to. Yeah. What I really wanted to do was wheel the baby around somewhere, and it was too cold outside. So we'll go get a nice walk on at the mall. The mall walkers usually hit the mall before the stores open, but not me because I'm up too late to be up at 7 o'clock in the morning to walk the mall.
You don't get off work till 3 a.m. Right?
That's right.
If you start walking in the mall there, they're going to put you in jail and wonder how you broke in.
Yeah, it's funny. I used to belong to a 24-hour gym that was at a mall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so they had a separate access door for their 24-hour people for off hours, but the entry-exit door for the mall would unlock at like 6 a.m., but the alarm wouldn't turn off until 8.
Oh, really?
So, you couldn't leave through, like, the storefront usually has a gate.
Right.
So you couldn't leave through that, but, when you leave through the back of this place, there's a corridor. You either go out the 24-hour access door or you go out through the main mall door.
Right.
And a lot of people just choose the main mall door because it's easier. It's got windows. You can see who's coming through it, see what's going on the other side. But the alarm keeps going on.
Yeah, that would be
every time somebody did that.
How many times did you do it?
A couple.
Just check it.
Yeah. So
there you go.
The other thing that always occurs to me around Christmas is I go to, or in my case, Hanukkah, I go to people's houses. We have so much stuff. So ask people what they need. And if it doesn't sound like a good gift, I'm not buying my sister sanitary napkins. Let's put it that way. Sometimes you don't need to ask what they need. I can only say that because I know she won't hear this. But sometimes it's just like, what would you like to do though? Maybe zoo passes or aquarium passes. Experiences. That's something I like to give people. Experiences. Gift cards to restaurants that I enjoy, and not like an Olive Garden gift card. I'm talking about like local places where people wouldn't take themselves normally, like where they can discover stuff.
I have a friend. I know you find that difficult to believe.
That's not true.
And they live off in like Seattle, Washington area. And she's giving her and her kids an experiential gift because the zoo out there allows them to do shark dives. They're going to climb into a tank with sharks. I understand they're contained and they're small. But I said to myself, wow, that's amazing. It'll never happen to me. That's an experience for you.
Well, somebody might give you that experience. You might not take them up on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, swimming with the sharks doesn't sound like a great idea to me. I mean, I did get your feet wet.
You did?
I did not get your feet wet. Let me take that back.
No.
I brought you to a place where you had the opportunity to get your feet wet, and you took me up on it.
And if I recall it, I got my feet wet, but not my ankles. I'd have to go back and look at the pictures. But I don't think the water actually got up to my ankles.
And if they did get up to your ankle, they definitely did not get up to mid-shin.
Absolutely did not get to mid-shin. That's right. Because under my feet, the sand was moving, and it's not that I have no faith, but there was a lot of water out there that I couldn't drink. So
well, you could drink it. It's just real salty.
Yeah, well, I couldn't drink enough of it to keep from drowning in it. So
that's true.
No, I'm not that kind of wind. Let the record show today. Yeah, we should put that on. We should put that on the. I just did that to annoy the ex-wife, so she'd see I was in the water without her. You know. Did I do that? No.
It was just a spite trip.
That was an experience.
But yeah, so I'm a big fan of gifting experiences, and education's another thing. Whether that be books or courses, and there's so many online classes today.
There are amazing,
and yeah, some of them are even free. You just have to do the work and find links for the person. Really? You go, there are a lot of courses that you can take MIT and Harvard and Yale courses for nothing if you're willing to just be self-directed. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to put some of those links out there too for the free courses. What's is amazing, and cheap courses. So
places like Udemy or Udemy, depending on how you feel like saying it.
Lynda.com, YNDA. Yeah. And a lot of places, if you belong to the local library,
that's right.
Lynda.com courses are free, and they have an incredible collection.
Can we talk about libraries for a minute? I mean,
sure.
We had an episode on libraries with our friend Jill a while ago.
We did. We need to have her back.
And I feel like people forget, in an age where you can just order stuff from Amazon or wherever, you can just sit in front of your computer. You can get ebooks and you can get audiobooks from your library. All you have to do is go down to your library and sign up for a library card.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff's just available online. My library uses the Hoopla app.
Oh, does it?
They have a partnership with Hoopla, and you can borrow audiobooks for up to 3 weeks.
Wow.
Plenty of time to listen. And they got thousands of titles. I was just scrolling through the other night.
And I was accidentally in our local library not too long ago here in Liverpool, New York. And it seemed to be a little bit of a dump of a place. And I walked in there and I didn't recognize the place. It was all modernized. Man, they had like touch screens to look through stuff, and they got rid of some of those file cabinets and replaced them with more books.
Yeah, it's a lovely little spot. The one down in the village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's even better now. So I was like so shocked. I'm like, matter of fact, it looked good enough that I started feeling guilty for not going. So yeah, those are you could give gifts, or you could just go find free education and stuff that you just had to take it back.
Yeah. And if you do the electronic borrowing thing, it just leaves your device.
Yep.
You don't even have to give it back. One thing you can do as a gift giver is, even if it's free, people don't want to spend the time doing all the searching. So the gift of your time to find things that people might really like, whether that's a Christmas gift or not, or a holiday gift, if you will, even if that's a middle of May thing, just here, I thought you might enjoy this.
Look what I found for you.
The gift of your time is very important.
It is.
How are you celebrating Christmas this year? I already told everybody that I was just going to spend it working, and
I go see family. My dilemma is that I have family in different places. So, my baby boy is here, typically with me. The rest of my family is in Maryland. And it turns out to be one of those things, well, should I spend it here with him or go see the other family? So, but one of those two things will happen. I'm going to get to Maryland to see the bulk of the family at some point, but if I'm not there on Christmas Eve, I won't see the bulk of them. But I suppose I can always party with baby boy when I come back if he can't make it, because we'll see. But it was one of those. That's the first time I had that dichotomy, because normally his work schedule was such that he could go down with me. Right. So we would all just be there big together, because that's the only time we get together. But I will be visiting family over the holidays. We normally get together, have a lot of fun, eat too much.
It's the way that should go.
And then I come back here. But other than that, I'm gonna be relaxing, and hopefully there will be meetings I don't have to go to during that time, so I can just veg and chill. I used to go visit a lot of friends I hadn't seen in a while, just to go say hi and stuff like that. And I kind of missed that part of life where you just drop in on folks, say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, give them a hug, and have a coffee and leave. And you guys moved all the way to Savannah, so I can't do it with you. Well, you're not a Christmas person, but I still used to show up.
Well, now we kind of are Christmas time people, because the baby was born on Christmas Eve.
Correct.
So, we always going to find time now to celebrate, and this year it'll be on the Friday after. It'll be the 27th.
All right.
But
I won't be there then. But I
don't blame you. Yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah. Well, you'll be. Hey, if you're going to be in Maryland, you'll be almost halfway here. You could just keep driving.
Just keep those words in your brain. Almost halfway there. Yeah. Yeah. Those are very important words.
I know. We've made that drive from here to Syracuse before. It's a rough one. Yeah, we did it. We did it in one day.
Oh, did you really? I may have to go to. I may have to go to North Carolina in May for a family wedding. That's not close family. It's my ex-wife's sister's kids. They kept me as an uncle.
Hey, all right.
We got divorced, so I felt very special about that. I'm still Uncle Kelvin.
Good stuff. Is that the same ex-wife you were getting in the ocean to spite?
Could be. Well, now that you mention it, yeah. That's all right. But at any rate, yeah. So that's how I'm celebrating Christmas, and then just some general celebrating with friends locally, and when I can, and I'm planning for a good 2020.
Awesome. Well, sounds like we're about to wrap up here. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays, Happy Monday if you're getting this the day it comes out.
Happy anything and everything you want to celebrate, because, you know, if you're sitting up, moving on your own power, in particular, breathing, able to talk, and you're mobile, you know, there's stuff to celebrate.
Yeah, and like I said at the opening, if you got the means to hear us, it means you either have a smartphone or a computer. So good on you. You're probably in the top 3% in the world. Yeah, you got to have an income of about $34,000 to be in the top 1%. So,
and if you got the newest iPhone or whatever, I don't know those other brands so well, you're probably in the 2% because
you're probably close. So
because they're pricey, yeah.
Enjoy your day, and go visit our friends at Kettle and Fire. Get your 10% off with code Better Humanhood at checkout. And hey, next week we'll be talking about 2020 and 2019, and holy cow, it's going to be a whole new year. So thank you all for being here, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Hey, thanks for listening. Show notes and more at jkwdpodcast.com. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share with your friends, and we will see you next week. Bye!
A Better Humanhood production.